सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Om. Sutra number 4. Shaucha Santosha Tapaswadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhanani Niyamaha. Patanjali Yoga Sutra has got 4 chapters. First chapter is called Samadhi Pada. Second chapter is called Sadhana Pada. Third chapter is called Vibhuti Pada. Fourth chapter is called Kaivalya Pada. We saw Samadhi Pada previously. In this classes we are seeing Sadhana Pada, that comes under second chapter. Sadhana means what is the means to attain that Kaivalyam. Kaivalyam means nothing but a state where you are free from all differences. A state in which you are free from all differences. There are no gradations at all. That is called Kaivalyam. In Vedantic language they call it as a causal state. Bijavastha. That is called Bijavastha. In yoga language they call it as Nirvikalpaka Samadhi. Nirvikalpaka Samadhi means where there are no triputis. Triputi means I am and I am seeing one object and the seeing process will end. That is called Triputi Rahita Samadhi. Is called Nirbija Samadhi. Nirvikalpaka Samadhi. To attain that state only, all these yoga practitioners, they do lot of sadhana. They call it as a blank state. They call it as a blank state where there is no differences in my thoughts. Only one thought I entertain. That I am, that thought also will dissolve. Nothing is there now. That state they call it as Samadhi. How we have to understand a spiritual seeker, that state of mind where there are no disturbances in the thoughts, in the mind with different thoughts, that mind is good for listening Shastra. That mind which is very calm, which is not having any disturbances, a single, what you can call one thought, only one thought is entertained. Such a mind, a undistracted mind, that mind is good for listening Upanishadic teaching or Bhagavad Gita. That student receive the teaching exactly whatever Guru says. A qualified mind and artha. That mind we have to use for Atma Jnana. Clear? For that, all these sadhanas, Patanjali Maharshi is talking, yamas, Ashtanga Yoga, 8 steps, yamas we have completed. In all places you have to practice, and all times you have to practice them. Towards everyone you have to practice ahimsa, satyam, asteyam, brahmacharyam, aparigraham. What are the niyamas? Second limb of Ashtanga Yoga. In the 4th sutra, Shaucha, number 1, cleanliness, orderliness, externally and internally. Second one is Santosha, contentment, tripti, satisfaction, without any over anxiety, over too much getting, the desires, too many desires are not there. Desires are there, but very, very minimum for the survival of the body. And therefore always content, cheerful, that life is so relaxed life. The all struggle, human struggle, is because of dissatisfaction. Dissatisfaction of what? What not? We have to ask. Dissatisfaction, திருப்தி இல்லாமல் இருக்கிறது. எதனால்னா திருப்தி இல்லாமல் இருக்கிறது, so many reasons. So let us have trupti anandana. Discontentment, dissatisfaction is because of one's own body, mind, our own height, we are not happy. Our own complexion, we are not happy. Even though all other people are praising, you are so beautiful, this person thinks, I am not beautiful, I am not handsome. Like that, looking down upon oneself, there is no trupti. That is called atrupti. This atrupti keeps a person always unhappy. So to be happy or to be unhappy is only in our hands. How you look at yourself. Learn to look at ourselves positively. Positively. That is only called santosha. Tush dhatu. Santush. Be happy always. Content. Next one is called tapas. Third one, niyama, is tapas. Niyam means a discipline. Niyamam. Tamil kuda irukku illaya. Niyamam. Discipline. The following some rules and regulations given in your varna and ashrama. For a brahmachari, there are certain rules and regulations. For a grihastha, there are certain rules and regulations. For a vanaprastha, there are certain rules and regulations. What are their grihastha, brahmachari and theriyadho? Brahmachari means a bachelor, unmarried person. Grihastha means married householder. Vanaprasthi means after marriage, children are all settled. This person is entering into 55, 60. He has to spend his time only for Daiva Chintanam. That is called Vanaprastha Ashramam. You have to go to his ashrams like this and stay here. Now you have to stay near in the forest. You cannot stay in the forest. Therefore better to stay in ashram. If you don't want to go to ashram, stay in your house. Make your house like a ashram. So you can stay in your house like a vanaprasthi, means withdrawing from the worldly activities. Reduction of possessions, relations, transaction, no cell phone. Okay. వానప్రస్థాశ్రమంలో సెల్ ఫోనే తొడకూడదు. ఆఫ్టర్ 55 years సెల్ ఫోన్ ఎందుకు? After 55 years you are retired, suppose 58, you are retired. But you need not have any cell phone. You need not have any transaction. Your transaction only with the Lord. This is called tapas. So willful self-denial. I deny certain things. Actually, you need not wait to do tapas up to 68, 58. You can start tapas at early age also. So, willful self-denial of certain things at physical level and at mental level also. You invite that difficulties, pains, body pains, and you yourself walk, you do pradakshinam and you do fasting and you do lot of maunam, following maunam, all come under tapas. Austerity it is called. Austerity means committed to follow certain rules deliberately. Sitting in the class 4 hours, 5 hours is also a tapas. Deliberately, willfully you are inviting the pain. முடியாமலே கஷ்டப்பட்டு உட்கார்றோமா இல்லையா, இதெல்லாம் தபஸ் தான். We are not in a position to sit, but we are making our body to sit. Otherwise this body wants always, its own rest, everything it likes. No, this is the class, you have to sit in 1 hour. I make my body to sit. This is called tapas. Then comes swadhyaya. Swadhyaya means one's own shakha or Veda we have to study. You belong to any shakha in your culture. What are all the scriptures are there? Parayanam. Shabda. With that Shabda means what? Parayana means you have to chant those mantras. Vedic mantras or Suktams or Lalita Sahasranamam or Vishnu Sahasranamam or Bhagavad Gita or some Tirukkural or Tiruvachikam or Tirumandiram. Edo connected to Bhagavan you have to chant continuously. That is called Swadhyayam. That is one meaning. Second meaning of Swadhyaya means Ardha Jnanam also is called Swadhyaya. First you know the Shabda Jnanam. First you learn how to chant. Shabda Jnanam is later, it has to be converted into Artha Jnanam. I have to know the meaning. Knowing Artham is very important. Just Shabda Jnanam will not give knowledge. Artha Jnanam is very, very important. So Shabda Jnanam illamal Artha Jnanam varad. So that Shabda is important. Now what we are seeing Sutras, Artham. We are seeing the Artha, meaning. Like that, Swadhyaya means self-study and exact literal translation. Self-study. All our scriptures totally slowly lead to self-study. Self-study means study about the self. Finally, study about the self-kaha. Ipo indu swadhyayam irukkanam. 10 people to sit and chant every day. Some Ramayanam, Slokams, or Bhagavatam, some Bharatam, some Slokas, some Purana, edo or Puranam, Padikanam. Or Brahmanas, Pandits means Veda Parayanam they do. Other people, they can, you see, while doing Pradashanam, you can chant so many Slokas are there written in the temple. That is also comes under Swadhyayam. That is all come under Swadhyayam. Next one is Ishvara Pranidhanam. So you have to chant, then you have to teach to others also. First you have to chant, then you have to teach others. That meaning everything. Ishvara Pranidhana means you have to surrender to God. Glorifying the Lord's glories by listening, by praising the Lord. In so many ways you can surrender to the Lord mentally, first physically, then mentally, and worship the Lord and do everything as a worship towards the Lord. All your actions are as a Ishvara Samarpanam. This is called Sharanagati. I seek shelter in the Lord. Then when I seek the surrender to the Lord, everything is in the Lord's hand. He will take care of me. And that mental relaxation will come. Pranidhana means surrendering towards the Ishvara. This is called Ishvara Pranidhanam. Or you can take it as remembering the Lord before starting anything. Just remember the Lord before starting anything. That also come under Ishvara Pranidhana. Wherever, whatever you are starting any work, while eating also, remember Lord. While taking bath, before, remember the Lord. While going out, remember the Lord. Whatever you are doing, just remember the Lord. That will help in the long run. That remembering the Lord, it will become very natural to you. These are all come under niyamas. Shaucha, Santosha, Tapas, Swadhyaya, Ishvara Pranidhanani niyamaha. Next sutra, fifth one. Vitarka badhane Pratipaksha bhavanam. There is one small correction. Vitarka badhane, not badhane, badhane. Badhane means, badha means negating, falsifying, negating or rejecting. Negating is better. This is very important. Suppose when you are following ahimsa, satyam, asteyam, brahmacharyam, all these yamas and niyamas, many times opposite things come in our mind. Himsa will come, or asatyam may come, steya buddhi may come. That is called vitarkam. When they come, what to do, how to do, then Patanjali says vitarka badhane. When you are following yama niyamas, naturally opposite may come in your mind. What are all opposite? You can read just opposite to yama niyamas. Ahimsa badala himsa, satyati badala asatyam, asteyati badala steyam, brahmacharyati badala over in abrahmacharyam, aparigraham badala parigraham, shaucham badala ashaucham, santoshati badala asantosham, tapassuku badala atapas, tapas illamal irukkirathu, swadhyayanuku badala aswadhyayam, ஈஸ்வர பிரணிதானம் இல்லாமல் இருக்கிறது. இதெல்லாம் ஆப்போசிட். அதுதான் விதர்க்கம்னு பேர். இந்த விதர்க்கம் வந்தால் எப்படி பண்ணணும்? வாட் டு டூன்னு. விதர்க்கா, திஸ் இஸ் எ சித்த விருத்தி. இட் இஸ் எ டைப் ஆஃப் சித்த விருத்தி. விதர்க்கம் அங்கிற சித்த விருத்தி, ஒரு தாட். அது ஹிம்சை பண்ணு பண்ணு பண்ணு, ஹர்ட் பண்ணு, டிட் ஃபார் டேட்டு சொல்லலாம் இல்லையோ? டிட் ஃபார் டேட். டோன்ட் லீவ் தட் பர்சன். Don't become like a doormat. Fight again in return. Vengeance. Vengeance. All these people develop himsa thoughts, chitta vritti. So, these are all very natural. They are all called obstacles. Vitarkam is called an obstacle when I am following yamaniyamas. So what we have to do that time? I have to do pratipaksha bhavanam. Opposite of that thought, what is that? Himsa thought is coming, suppose, badhane, to remove, to destroy that thought. Yamaniyamas opposite thoughts comes, I have to stop them or nip in the bud with pratipaksha, counter thought. Counter thought means himsa ki counter thought is what? Ahimsa. Asatyati ki counter thought? Satyam. Asteyam ki counter thought? Asteyam. So stealing mentality comes immediately. I have to entertain that pratipaksha bhavana, counter thought, that is asteyam, non-stealing thought. Like that, this sadhana has to be done. We should not leave this pratipaksha bhavanam. Pratipaksha means opposite. Opposite. ಅದು ಎನ್ನ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಪ್ರತಿಪಕ್ಷ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯನ್ನು ಅಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಇದು ಅಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಆಫ್ ವಿತರ್ಕಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಯಾರು ಯಮನಿಯಮಾಸ್ ಸೊ ಯಮನಿಯಮಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗುಡ್ ಆರ್ ವಿತರ್ಕ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಈಸ್ ಗುಡ್ ಯಮನಿಯಮಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗುಡ್ vitarka is bound to come, they will force you, hurt others, tell lies and சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கும் மனசுக்குள்ள. பொய் சொன்னா நீ வாழவே முடியாது, பொய் சொல்லாமல் வாழவே முடியாது, you cannot survive without speaking lies. Come on, say lies, you will get lot of money in that. Steal things, take bribing, all this adulteration, corruption எல்லாம் பண்ணு. So if you are so straightforward, you cannot survive. Mind is go on telling inside. Don't take bath. Why you have to take bath? Sunday also don't go to camp. Ange pona romba kashtamā irukum. Don't go to temple. All these thoughts will come in the mind. Don't follow disciplines and all. Be free and be relaxed. Don't be under condition of by anybody. Don't be controlled by anyone. Be happy, jolly, whatever you like you do. Like this mind go on giving suggestions. This person what he has to do? Pratipaksha bhavanam. Bring the opposite one. No, I don't want to listen to you. Appadi sollanum. You are my enemy. You are spoiling me. So these are all come under vitarka bhavanam. No, I don't want to entertain. You have to entertain pratipaksha bhavanam, counter thoughts. For what? Vitarka badhane. Badhane means to negate, to eliminate. Badha means here eliminate, to destroy, to remove. You have to replace all those vitarka thoughts by pratipaksha bhavanam. Pratipaksha bhavanam means what? Ahimsa, satyam, asteyam. All these yamaniyamas, 10 commandments of Hinduism. We think 10 commandments that religion only has got. But they have copied all these 10 commandments. In Buddhism also there are 10 commandments. Buddhism also borrowed from Hinduism only. Everything already said in Vedas, Upanishads. In Taittiriya Upanishad it is already said. Therefore all these 10 commandments one has to follow. This is the one point we have to understand. Next one. These vitarkas are so many varieties are there. Sometimes in our mind only they start, from our own mind, hurting others, insulting others, telling lies. By ourselves we will take up sometimes. Sometimes by some people's instigation we will take. Mother, father or friend, hey அப்படி பண்ணுறா, சாப்பிடு, ட்ரிங்க் பண்ணு, நல்லா பண்ணு, ஸ்மோக் பண்ணு, பரவாயில்ல அவன் சொல்லுவான். இவனுக்கு பண்ணுறது வேறு. Instigated by some people, we follow. And afterwards you are this, எனக்கு பிடிக்கல, I don't want to do, but because of that person అని சொல்லுவான். Because of that person I did like this. So either you yourself do or you are forced by somebody else you do. Anyhow, mistake is mistake. Is it not? Whether forced by others or you yourself do, you have committed a mistake, means you have lost your yama, niyama, that values you have forgotten. So why a person do this? Vitarka karanam. What are the causes? The cause, three causes are there. Why a person hurt? Why a person cannot follow ahimsa? Why a person cannot follow satyam? Why a person speak lies? What is the cause? Three reasons are there. One is lobham, greediness. Because of greediness only he violate all yamaniyamas. Second reason is krodham, anger. Because of anger also one violate that yamaniyamas. He take to vitarkam. And third reason is mohaha, moham, delusion. Because of delusion one violates this yamaniyamas. This is the third reason. So krodha, lobha, krodha, moha. Lobham example, suppose a person want to eat the meat. That's what he does, himsa, no? Himsa, that lobham, I want to eat, no, greediness is there to take. So he will hurt other beings and take to that. One actor killed that or deer. This is because of lobha. He want to enjoy that. That is out of lobha. Sometimes out of krodha, taking vengeance upon others. That is comes under krodha. There is a vengeance in the mind. Paga. Pagadana Tamil enna solluva? Paga. Vengeance. Somehow I have to take. Adu moolamada krodham, kopam appadiye irukkum manasukulla. Somehow or other he hurt others. Then third one is moham, because of delusion. He take to give what you can call bali to the god. Himsa they do, and they kill animals because of delusion, moha. Somehow or other he commits, violates this ahimsa and he take to himsa. This is the three reasons are there. So either he does or done by others. He takes to wrong actions, all evil actions. It is more dangerous. So therefore, what will happen? This person, Shastra says, suppose you hurt other animals. Next janma, what if you hurt a dog? Next janma is what? Dog. You have to get again hurt by others. If you hurt any animal, you will get the same janma next. That's what Shastra says. In one Purana, all these are all said. These are not cock and bull stories. These are all real. If you hurt a butterfly, you will become a butterfly. You hurt a lizard, you will become a lizard. What form, which one you are hurting, in the same form, in the same manner you get the punishment. They will show in in some cinemas and all. What is that cinema? Dashavatara. அப்பா அதெல்லாம் தெரியும் உங்களுக்கு. ஓகே, ஏதோ சினிமாவில் காமிச்சேன். So all these trees are also jivas only. All are jivas. All beings are jivas only. They have done some papa karma in the previous janma. They are born like that. Unknowingly also. Know that way. Don't do unknowingly. Unknowingly if you do means do lot of japa. Do lot of pradeshanam. Do lot of puja. Lot of abhishekam. Lot of things, punya karmas you have to do. So that they can be diluted. Unknowingly it is. Pancha shuna it is called. Pancha mahayagnas you have to do for that. Do bhuta yajnam manar. Next sutra. Now from sixth sutra onwards he is giving phalam. If I follow ahimsa, if I follow satyam, what is the benefit a person get? For all he is going to give. the benefit, prayojanam. But he didn't say how to follow all of them. Some commentators only have given some clues. Now he gives only phalam. Ahimsa pratisthayam tat sannidhau vairatyaga. Ahimsa pratisthayam. If you follow at the time of following ahimsa, non-violence, for a length of time, in your presence, pratisthayam, in that person's presence, tat sannidhau, in his presence, whoever follow that non-violence, not hurting any being in the world, manasa, vacha, karmana, tat sannidhau. Sannidhi means nearby, in his surroundings, an artham. Vairaha tyagaha. Vaira means enmity. Enmity will go away. Tyagaha means give up. Whoever comes, approach him or her, to that person, that person's the enmity bhavam, thought of enmity, shatrutva bhavana will go away. Even animals also lose their shatrutva bhavam. Generally, dogs and monkeys are having shatrutva bhavam. If dogs see monkey and they go on barking. When the snake comes, naturally peacocks, peacock and snakes are enemies. Frog and snakes are enemies. And deer and lion or tiger, they are enemies. Once they enter into that ashrama, a Maharshi or any Mahagnani is there who follow this ahimsa vratam. If they enter there, they forget their enmity. They both of them stay together. And peacocks and snakes move together. And snake and mongoose, they move like a friends. Dog and monkey move like a friends. Dog and crows move like a friends. Janmataha they are enemies. By birth they are enemies. And cat and rat move like a friends. There is no enmity. Because of that person's, that vratam he follows. Vairatyagaha. There are many stories in our Puranas connected to this. When Dushyanta entered Kanva Maharshi ashram, he is coming just to hunt for hunting. Rajas, they do generally hunting. With that, he is entered that ashrama. After entering in that ashrama, his mind became so calm and quiet, and he stopped that hunting. That bhavana has gone. Immediately he understood there must be some ashrama here. Some Maharshi may be staying. Otherwise, how my mind can become so calm and quiet? See that boy, his father is telling he never sit quietly, and after coming here he became so calm and quiet. Even some people say Ramana Maharshi ashram, the tigers they used to come, the snakes used to come, they don't do anything. Till today also, monkeys and dogs stay together, eat together. They don't have any enmity in her. Sringeri also there is one sloka, one story it is. And another story also in Buddha's story. One Anguli Mala and one person, he is having lot of, he is a very cruel person, killing all people. And when he entered that range where Buddha is staying, that violence from his mind has gone. And he became Sishya of Buddha, it seems. It is true. It is true, it happens also once you follow that ahimsa. Anybody comes near to you, they feel so calm and quiet, relaxed. They don't have any enmity bhavana, shatrutva bhavana. That is the meaning of ahimsa pratisthayam tat sannidho vairatyagaha. But these are all we don't believe. இதெல்லாம் நடக்குமான்னு. நடக்கும், கண்டிப்பாக நடக்கும். It is very, very natural. Next sutra. Satyapratishthaya kriyaphalashrayatvam. Similarly, if a person follow satyam, speaking truth, avoidance of lies, so he follow that whatever he speak, it will happen. Suppose anybody comes and for blessings or anything, he wish by verbally, it will happen. That much shakti he get. That is called vak siddhi, they say, because of speaking truth. This also we see, that is called that kriya phala ashrayatvam. Whatever he speak, all will be fulfilled. சத்தியத்தினுடைய பலம் நடக்கிறதுக்காக ஆசிரியமா இருப்பவன். யாராவது ஏதாவது கேட்டால் அது கண்டிப்பாக நடக்கும், உண்மை ஆகும்னு அர்த்தம். அந்த உண்மை ஆகிறதுக்காக ஒரு ஆசிரியமாக இருப்பவன் இவர். அதனால சத்திய பிரதிஷ்டாயாம் கிரியா மீன்ஸ் அந்த கிரியா. வாட் கிரியா ஹீ டஸ் இன் ஸ்பீக்கிங் ட்ரூத். வாட் எவர் ஹீ சேஸ் அட்டர், எஸ் இட் வில் ஹேப்பன் சொன்ன போதும், நடக்கும், கண்டிப்பாக நடக்கும். That's why today also people go to Mahatmas, please bless my son, bless my daughter. No? If they say it will happen, ஒரு நம்பிக்கை இருக்கு இன்னும். அதான் பல ஆசிரியமா. இந்த பலம் நடக்கிறதுக்காக, சொன்ன வார்த்தை நடக்கிறதுக்காக, அந்த பலம் அடையிறதுக்காக ஒரு ஆசிரியமா இருக்கார் இவர் அர்த்தம். கிரியா பலாஸ்ரயத்வம். Then one example also is there. In Trishanku, Vishwamitra, Trishanku want to go to Swarga. Then Vishwamitra said, yes, you can go. Then Devatas, Indra, don't want him to come to Swarga. Then his Varta should not go waste. Vishwamitra Varta. Enna pannanum? He's hanging in the middle. No? சொன்ன வார்த்தை பொய்யாக கூடாது இல்லையா? Vishwamitra Maharshi. So, Vishwamitra said, you cannot come down because I said you will go up. So I create a heaven for you. That is called Trishanku Swargam and happens. This is one example given in the Shastra. This boon or whatever you give to a living beings only, it will work. Not non-living beings. You cannot hypnotize all other things and all. All other animals, plants and all, it won't work. Only for human beings it will work. The other person who is receiving must be a human being, not other beings. Or which are not having prana. Other beings, it means it may work in other beings, but those which are animate, not inanimate, insentient thing la nadakadu. So you cannot hypnotize everything. That's why all hypnosis is not true. It is false. It's only living beings case it can happen, but not non-living beings. Next sutra. If anybody does such a type of sankalpa, suppose in non-living beings, that whole their energy is waste and artha. We should not waste our energy. They should know where to use, how to use. Next sutra. Asteya pratishthayam sarvaratnopasthanam. If you follow Asteyam, all these minimum 12 years you have to follow. 13th year vendama. 12 years you follow, 13th year you need not follow. That means you cannot stay without following. It becomes spontaneous, natural. That much natural. So automatically you follow. Asteyam, when you becomes very dridam, strong, pratisthaya means when you implement non-stealing. In front of him, ratna upasthanam, sarva ratna upasthanam. All diamonds will come to him. That is the literal meaning. All the valuables come in front of him. இது சொன்னால் ரொம்ப நன்னா இருக்கு இல்லையா? நம்ம முன்னாடி வந்தால் நன்னா இருக்கும். ரத்ன உபஸ்தானம். All valuables will come in front of him. Upasthanam. Or they appear to him. They appear to him. That's why some Mahatmas, they are able to recognize இங்கெல்லாம் ட்ரெஷர் இருக்கு, இதுக்கு கீழே ட்ரெஷர் இருக்கு, இங்கெல்லாம் தண்ணி இருக்கும். Not only ratnams. Here ratna is only, diamond is only a upalakshanam, only an example. Like that, in any species, what is the best quality, highest powerful one, it manifests in front of him. He can recognize that. Among human beings, suppose, he find out a best person come in front of him. Sakshatkarmana. Among human beings, the best person, somehow or other, he will come in front of him. In any animals also, which is the best one, it appears in front of him. Whatever is the best in this universe, among all species, among all fruits, among all trees, among animals, among pearls, among diamonds, among all stones, among gold, among everything, the best one he can recognize, it manifests in front of him. Sakshatkaram aidum avarku. So that he can utilize it for many people. Because he don't have stealing mentality, no. That's why they know that even kitta munnadi pona kuda he will utilize us properly, and he is not a selfish person. Therefore let us, even people also, good noble people, the people who are all having talents, best talents, they come in front of him, and their talents will come out, and that person will utilize these people in a right manner. He never exploit them. So those people are very, very happy to manifest themselves in front of this person, to appear in front of this person. இதுக்குன்னு அவனுக்கு ஸ்வார்த்தம் கிடையாது, இவருக்கு ஸ்வார்த்தம் இல்லை, ஸ்தேய புத்தி கிடையாது. So therefore lot of treasure also appears. He will not take that treasure and keep in his house. What he does? He hand over to the government, or he hand over to the Raja. He hand over to construct a temple or school and all. He use for the public. So these are all also true will happen also. Therefore he is a trustworthy person, because this person, non-stealing person, is very trustworthy person. Therefore all people will come towards him only, and they keep lot of money, keep with you, நீங்க வெச்சுக்கோங்க, நீங்க பார்த்துக்கோங்க, அவனுக்கு கொடுப்பா எல்லாமே. They give lot of money. அதே நீ போய் நான் போய் கேட்டா ஒருத்தர் கொடுக்க மாட்டான். The person who renounce everything, who is not having stealing mentality, people all will commend him, and they keep that money, everything in his hands. நீங்க என்னென்ன பண்ணுங்க, யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க. They know this person will never misuse. இந்த அளவுக்கு கான்ஃபிடென்ஸ் that naturally happens. Next, Brahmacharyam. Brahmacharya pratisthayam virya labhaha. So one follows celibacy. Virya labhaha means capacity of all sense organs will be improved. Here virya means valor, capacity, efficiency, all will improve at all sense organs level. One brahmacharya if you follow, all sense organs, all capacities, all will become more and more, they will magnify in artham. And alaukika shakti also he will get. And he can do what ordinary people cannot do. That's why Agastya Maharshi drank the whole ocean. He is able to drink the entire ocean. எப்படி தெரியுமா? நாட் 2-3 glasses லைக் கட்டக்கட்டாட்டினா ஒரு அவுப்போசன் பண்ணிட்டாரா. அவுப்போசன் போட்டால் இந்த டெம்பிளுக்கு போனால் இது போடுவேன். அவுப்போசன் இல்லை, தீர்த்தம். When you take tirtha, how much is there tirtha? How much time you drink? How much time you drink? Just a sip. Entire ocean is like a sip, and one sip apade over. Kali ocean. Inneppadanna. And the capacity. Brahmacharya athena. Agastya Maharshi drank whole ocean. No? Hanuman crossed that entire ocean. How much? Not only he can lift that mountains also. Hanuman lifted what mountain? Sanjeevani mountain. Apade left hand la adi right hand kuda kadiyadu. Right hand la the gada, left hand la apade is lifting. It's not gada. He has followed brahmacharya. No? Agastya Maharshi is not a brahmachari, but followed brahmacharyam. I told you what is real brahmacharyam. Who is his wife? Lopamudra. Lopamudra is his wife. Like this, there are so many umpteen examples in Puranas you can see. Brahmacharyat, virya labhaha, tejas. Mukhallo ஒரு தேஜஸ் இருக்கும். If you follow brahmacharya. மன முகல்ல பாரு எவ்வளோ களை இருக்குன்னு சொல்லுவோம். என்ன அந்த they follow all disciplines. Yama niyamas, once a person follow, automatically tejas comes. இதெல்லாம் குடிக்கிறவனுக்கு எல்லாம் தேஜஸ் என்ன வரும்? இருக்கிறதெல்லாம் போயிடும் தேஜஸ். நியமாஸ் டிசிப்ளின் இல்லைன்னா ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. அந்த தேஜஸ் இஸ் முக்கியம். And his efficiency of the thought pattern also is so high. And மூஞ்சி பார்த்தாலே தெரிஞ்சு போயிடும் எப்படி. வெரி ஷார்ப், வெரி ஷார்ப், வெரி சுத்தம். கண்ணுலனே தெரியும் அந்த தேஜஸ். அப்படி இருக்கணும். ஸோ ஃபேஸ் இஸ் த இண்டெக்ஸ் ஆஃப் த மைண்ட். என்னார் அதெல்லாம் பழகணும், ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணணும். I want to be like that. I want to be like that. And ஒரு ஆசை இருந்தால் we will become like that. That's why we should not carry away by local ordinary people. Okay? Those who are having lot of money, these people are nothing in front of those great people. அது நிறைய ஜபம் பண்ணணும், நிறைய தியானம் பண்ணணும், நிறைய அஷ்டாங்க யோகம் அபியாசம் பண்ணணும். Lot of food disciplines to be followed. கண்டதே காட்சி கொண்டதே கோலம் அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கக்கூடாது. கஷ்டம்தான், கிளாஸில் உட்காரது கேட்கறது காலு ஒலிக்கிறது தெரியும். ஆனாலும் பட் ஒர்த் டு லிசன். அதர்வைஸ் பாடி won't allow. என்னதில் போகிறது, எனக்கு கேம்ப் எதுக்கு, சாதனை எதுக்கு, அது இது பண்ணி உட்கார வச்சிடும். ஆஃபீஸுக்கு போய் லீவு கிடைக்கல, அது சொல்லி இது சொல்லி ஏதோ ஒன்று. This worldly life will never allow us to have a discipline to learn certain things. I have to sacrifice certain things. If they don't give leave, I have to take somehow or other take leave and I have to go and do sadhana. I have to spend money. Who will give freely food? Lot of kharchu irukku, and expenditure is there. So I have to pay money also, and I have to take certain things and all these things. So nothing will come freely. But I am ready to spend my energy, time, money, everything. But I want to learn things. Then only virya labha. That's the energy will come. Next one is what will happen? No, this brahmacharya, virya labha, the capacity of all sense organs. Later it helps us for jnanam. Atma jnanathukku udaviya irukum. Because all my sense organs are intact, powerful. My body is under condition, mind is under condition. Naturally, what will happen? I get jnana yogyata. And the jnana yogyata vandavarana jnanam varum. Normal. இந்த யோக்கியத்தை இல்லாதவனுக்கு ஞானமே வராது. தட்ஸ் வை நிறைய பேர் படித்தா கூட ஞானம் வராது. யாருக்கு வரும்னா, யார் மாஸ்டர் த பாடி மைண்ட் பை அஷ்டாங்க யோகா, ஒன் ஹூ மாஸ்டர் body mind, he is called, that's called yoga. Means what? Mastery on one's own body mind is called yoga. Such a person alone can get that jnanam, jnana bodha. It is useful, very needful also. Next one, aparigraham. Aparigraha sthairye janma kathanta sambodha. This is also very interesting. Aparigraham means not accumulating things. Aparigraha. When you follow aparigraham fully, sthairya means when it is sthiram. Sthirasya bhavaha stairyam. Sthairye, when you have that stairyam, sthiratvam in following aparigraham. Not parigraham, not accumulating, but not accumulating. Aparigraham. What will happen? Janma kathanta sambodha. He remembers the purva janma. He get purva janma jnanam. And present janma jnanam. Future janma jnanam also he will get. Kathanta means that which belongs to the previous janma. In future janmas, all this he will get. Yatha swarupa jnanam also he will get. How a Vedantic student should understand this? You have to understand in this manner. Jnanam about who am I? First, number one, nan yar. And the jnanam varum. Okay? Number one. Number two, what was my real nature before coming to this body? What was my real nature? This jnanam also he will get. Number three, what is this sariram? What is this sariram? Body made up of what? What is its nature? This is third one. Fourth one, how it has come into existence, this body. How it has come into existence. Number five, what is going to happen to me in future? Once this body go away, what will happen to me in future? If I leave this body, how I will exist? If I leave this body, how am I going to exist? In what form? So because of all these inquisitive questions in the mind, finally he has to come to what? Atma Jnanam. Through Atma Jnanam only he get answer to all these questions. No other way. So therefore, For all this, he becomes a jignasu. All these questions arise in whom? Jignasu. Gnatum ichha. Who am I? Where from I am coming? Where am I going? What am I going to become later? All these questions are jignasu. Slowly he will get yadhartha swarupa jnanam. These questions will lead to yadhartha swarupa jnana. He go on searching a person who will give answer to this question, who will give answer to this question. யாராவது சொல்லுவான ஒருத்தன் என்ன கொஷின் வந்துட்டே இருக்கு மனசுக்குள்ள. So let me get a person who can help me to know this. So that's what he says. And further also we can get, he gets the knowledge of once you start inquiring like this, Sharira Jnana Mandala, what is this life? Why this body? And all this, he loses the interest in this body also. Once you start inquiry into your life, you lose the interest in this body, in these objects and all. You don't have interest in these objects, in these worldly objects, because they are not significant in front of this vichara. So therefore he is not interested in all these things. So he will work for that highest knowledge. That is the one meaning. Finally he takes up to that simple life. The simple life he takes up, and he enjoys the life in a true sense and artham, because of aparigraha. Because he left all those materialistic things, what is to be parigraham, he takes up. What is to be given up, he gives up. That jnanam he gets. Next one, up to here he has completed what all yamas over. Then comes niyamas. Shauchat swanga jugupsam parairasam sargaham. 11th sutra. Which sutra we are studying? 11th sutra. Shauchat. By following Shauchat, Swanga Jugupsa. Swa-anga means on his own limbs. Swa-anga, on his own body. Jugupsa means disinterest, not having any attachment on this body. By keeping body clean and clean and clean more and more, he is keeping clean. Every day, bahya socham solli, adi clean, idi clean, alla panni. Finally, what is this body? Finally. And he knows its nature. Ever clean pannano? After 1 hour, it smells. Finally, he says, what is this body? Why this body like this? Adi mele konja vairagyam undu, jugupsa varum. And he is go on taking body, he is taking more care. He look into his own body, and he comes to know its dosha. And when dosha is here, defects are here, lot of disturbance in the stomach, lot of disturbance in the eyes, in that energy, in the tiredness, all this when he face, come to experience, the same thing with other person also. The same thing with other person also. How he can get desire with other person? He cannot get desire to have that person or to have a relation with that person. So is safe. He is not hankering or hanging over towards other person. என்ன இங்கே தோஷம் தெரியறதே. இது ஒரு ஃப்ளஷ் பிளட் போன்ஸ். இது போய் அந்த ஃப்ரெஷ் பிளட் ஹனி ஹனி ஹனின்னு சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேன். எப்படி அட்டாச்மெண்ட் வரும்? ஹவ் ஹீ கேன் லைக் ஆல் தீஸ் திங்ஸ். என்ன அதுக்கு தான் நிறைய பேர் யோகா பண்ணுறதே பயப்படுவான். அங்கே போனால் எல்லாம் வைராக்கியம் வந்துடும், You cannot become bachelor, you cannot marry, you cannot have nice enjoyment லைஃப்ல சொல்லி நிறைய பேர் யோகத்துக்கே வரமாட்டா. காரணம் அதுதான். Jugupsana, you should not develop hatred. What we are saying, never develop a attachment towards it. You know it, recognize it and use it. Up to what extent you have to use. Never have delusion. Okay, wrong estimation will keep you always in threat. Have a right estimation about body. Wrong estimation is not good also. That's what is the meaning of Saucha Swanga Jugupsa. Paraihi asamsargaha. With other people, how can he have samsarga? Paraihi, samsarga is not possible. இங்கேயே ஒரு குழப்பம். இந்த உடம்புலோனே எக்கச்சக்கமான தோஷங்கள் இருக்கும்போது இன்னொரு உடம்பு கிட்ட போய் என்னதான் ஆசை வரும்? சம்சர்க்கம் எப்படி வரும்? இது மேல் அபிமானம் இருந்தால் அது மேல சம்சர்க்கம். சம்சர்க்கம் அசோசியேஷன். அசம்சர்க்கம். பரைஹி அசம்சர்கா. He is not having any association with other body. Anybody with anybody's body. He will not have samsarga. Paraihi asamsargaha. Shauchat. By cleaning and too cleanly, orderly. He cannot see that dosha. Accept that dosha, to have to embrace that dosha. That type of mind develops. Therefore he can never have anatmalo or asha patru varave varadu. Romba simple to dissociate from this anatma. But ordinary people, idu oru மலபாண்டம், இன்னொரு மலபாண்டத்துக்கு போய் எம்ப்ரேசிங். சுவாமினி இப்படியெல்லாம் சொல்கிறேனே, நாங்களெல்லாம் பிரம்மச்சாரி, இன்னும் கல்யாணமே பண்ணிக்கலாம், இப்படியெல்லாம் சொன்னால் எப்படி கல்யாணம் பண்ணிக்கிறது? திஸ் இஸ் த ஃபேக்ட். மலபாண்டம் வாக்கிங் டாய்லெட்டா பாடி. ட்ரூத் இஸ் திஸ் ஒன். வை யூ ஹாவ் டு கவர் த ட்ரூத்? யூ கான்ட் கவர் இட். யூ ஹாவ் டு அக்செப்ட் இட். More in the next class. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi